the quick snapshot.
Oh, head kick is it. Oh my God. Oh
Valentina Shevchenko!
I mean, that was a perfectly placed head kick.
Body.
Feel right now, looking at the two people who are fighting for their belt, you could beat them right now. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I definitely think I'd be up there.
Dakota Digital to the body again for a championship.
Dakota Ditcheva just dropped a brutal warning and the fight world is buzzing. She told Valentina Shevchenko, "Your time is over. I'm coming. I'll break you." That line landed like a bomb. Today we break down why this matters, how the styles match up, and whether the dream matchup actually makes sense. Valentina Shevchenko, one of the greatest ever surgical experience Dakota Ditcheva. PFL champion, unstoppable, run 15-0 with 12 TKO Taila Santos. UFC level threat and the one who fanned this storyline with a brutal line about Dakota and Valentina. Here's the quick snapshot.
Oh, head kick is it. Oh my God. Oh
Valentina
my God.
Shevchenko!
I mean, that was a perfectly placed head kick.
Body. Came out with the head kick. I mean,
O'Brinkle by TKO or KO. I will tell you, the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. Now, there it is.
Beautiful knee from the
belt, a major title like this is something that every athlete strives for, and we know that having a belt or winning a tournament like this will only generate more.
Let's replay the bombshell. Taila's line amplified by Social Frame Dakota as a one-round terror for Valentina. Dakota has since been pushed into the spotlight for a hypothetical crossover. Watch this again. Whether it was promo or projection, this statement put a target on Valentina's back and raised the question, could Dakota actually beat Valentina? Dakota's been loud in interviews, admiration for Valentina, but also belief she can win. Why does she believe that? Because of raw attributes, Muay Thai background, explosive entries, elite finishing instinct, and momentum from winning the 2024 PFL tournament and the $1 million prize as the youngest PFL champion PED.
came out with the head kick. I mean,
O'Brinkle by TKO or KO. I will tell you, the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. Now, there it is.
beautiful knee from
the belt, a major title like this is something that every athlete strives for, and we know that having a belt or winning a tournament like this will only generate more.
Let's replay the bombshell. Taila's line amplified by Social Frame Dakota as a one-round terror for Valentina. Dakota has since been pushed into the spotlight for a hypothetical crossover. Watch this again. Whether it was promo or projection, this statement put a target on Valentina's back and raised the question, could Dakota actually beat Valentina? Dakota's been loud in interviews, admiration for Valentina, but also belief she can win. Why does she believe that? Because of raw attributes, Muay Thai background, explosive entries, elite finishing instinct, and momentum from winning the 2024 PFL tournament and the $1 million prize as the youngest PFL champion PED. Power in close, and a fearlessness that forces opponents to react. Against a veteran, those traits can create chaos early, and chaos is where upsets are born. This raises an ethical question. At what point does trash talk that uses violent framing cross a line? Promotions will weigh optics, but they also see dollars. A Valentina versus Dakota clash is PPV gold, and a single line from Tyla can accelerate that dream into reality or get PR nervous. Tyla lit the match, Dakota is the flame, Valentina is the fortress. Who wins? Drop your pick below Valentina or Dakota and tell us why smash. Like if you want this fight, and subscribe for the breakdown when the rumor becomes reality.
You could fight any female right now. Who would you want to go with?
Valentina Shevchenko right now. I want to be at the top. You know, I'm still 26. She's been around for a long time.
Right now, I'm not too sure that Shevchenko is the best 125er there is.
Valentina Shevchenko. I'm coming to kill you. That's not clickbait. That's not hype. That is Dakota Ditcheva herself, 26 years old, undefeated, and already declaring war on a 37-year-old legend. Forget respect. Forget passing the torch. Dakota is here to murder the old guard, bury Valentina's legacy, and tell the UFC to their face. Your queen is next, and I'll kill your whole division.
Difficult to put away.
Oh! Oh! Dakota Ditcheva didn't whisper it. She screamed it. She's not chasing contracts. She's not begging Dana White. She said it clearly. Valentina, I'm coming for you. She knows Shevchenko has been at the top for a decade. She respects the resume. But she also sees what the rest of us see. Valentina is 37. Dakota is 26. And in a young fighter's eyes, that's a death sentence. This is the narrative no one wants to say out loud. Valentina Shevchenko is slowing down. She barely got past Taila Santos. She lost her belt to Alexa Grasso. She's taking damage she never used to. Meanwhile, Dakota. She's fresh, violent, undefeated, and she's finishing fighters. Valentina went life and death with, and Dakota wants everyone to remember the math. She's 26. Valentina is 37. That's 11 years of speed, power, and hunger against a veteran who's been in wars. And this is where it gets nuclear. Dakota Ditcheva isn't just calling out Valentina. She's calling out the UFC itself. She literally said, "Give me good competition. I'll kill the UFC. Not beat, not survive." She said she'll kill the entire promotion by exposing its greatest champions.
Who do you see? Who do you watch and say, I'm better than them?
I mean, I could have the title if I went there.
Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, I think I could.
That is confidence.
They say to me, you know, she's running through all these girls because they're not very good. But if you put these girls against other people, they have close fights. Whereas when you put them with me, I finish them early, so I make it look easy.
Imagine the headlines if she actually smashes Valentina. That's not just a win for Dakota. That's a middle finger to Dana White, proof that PFL has the most dangerous flyweight on planet Earth, and it's not just Dakota hyping herself. Kayla Harrison, the PFL monster, literally said it herself. She's a killer. She's young, she's hungry, she'll kill me, she'll kill the UFC, and killer Juliana Miller called Dakota a scary problem. A striker too violent, too unpredictable, too ruthless. Valentina Shevchenko built her career as the bullet precision. Cold, untouchable. But now she's facing something different. Not another UFC fighter she knows how to handle. This is a 26-year-old assassin from another promotion who doesn't care about UFC politics, doesn't care about history, and doesn't care about respect. So here's the nightmare scenario. If Dakota Ditcheva walks into the cage and ends Valentina Shevchenko, the UFC loses its queen Dana, White loses his leverage, and PFL gains the face of women's MMA. The only question is, do you believe Dakota Ditcheva is the future of MMA? Or is she about to get humbled by a 37-year-old legend who refuses to die? Because one thing is certain. When Dakota Ditcheva says, "I'll kill you, Valentina. I'll kill the UFC," the entire MMA world has no choice but to listen.
Yeah, Conor McGregor follows me on Twitter. Like, I was told that as well the other day by my brother's friend. So, you know, things like that are like massive.
Superstar, what is up, You're the next big thing, baby. Look up your Lord.
Dakota Ditcheva just dropped a fucking bombshell, and the MMA world is spinning. Conor McGregor tried to pull her to the UFC. Dana White's been sniffing around, and fans thought it was a done deal. But nope, Dakota just shut the door and lit the fuse on a full-blown PFL versus UFC war.
That was digging deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for a championship.
She's 15-0-12 finishes, the face of the PFL, the poster on their billboards, the star in their promos, the main event fighter. They push harder than anyone, and here's where it gets controversial. PFL didn't even put her in this year's tournament. The reigning champion sidelined. Why? Politics, matchmaking nightmares, and a looming UFC threat.
You're the next big thing, baby. Look at your nose.
At BKFC 71, Conor McGregor, yes. The Conor spotted Dakota, hugged her, and told her to her face, "You're the next big thing, baby." Social media exploded. Fans started tagging Dana White. UFC hype accounts called her the future of the flyweight division. People thought this was the start of a UFC fast-track signing. But that's when Dakota's curveball hit.
I'm just like, get me anything, literally. But like you said, you know, it was kind of, it's hard. I get it's hard for PFL. You know, they've put all the girls in the tournament, and then now they need to find someone that's going to kind of give me a good competition. They can't give me someone that's, you know, just kind of signed to the PFL and not really had that much experience, because it doesn't make sense. I've just beat Santos very easily. I think that's another thing that I have to understand is, like, if I'd had a 5-round war with Santos, there would have been a few more people in there that would have been more of a match. But
instead of chasing UFC gold or riding McGregor's cosign into the octagon, she said no. Dakota confirmed she's staying in the PFL. In her own words, "I'm gutted. I haven't had anything just yet. Get me anything. Literally, I left it up to PFL whether they were going to put me in it or not. And now she's booked for July's PFL Champion Series card. No opponent yet, but one thing's for sure, she's not leaving." Here's what nobody's saying out loud. Dakota Ditcheva is PFL's biggest weapon in the women's market. Losing her to the UFC? That's not just losing a fighter. That's losing your brand identity. And Dana White knows it. That's why rumors of a massive UFC offer have been swirling. But if Dakota walks, PFL loses its golden child. PFL founder Don Davis reportedly sat down with Dakota, and let's be real, this wasn't just a welcome back meeting, this was a name your price conversation. If she stays, she remains the queen of the division. If she leaves, PFL's women's flyweight scene collapses overnight. This isn't just about Dakota Ditcheva anymore. This is UFC versus PFL in plain sight. We've seen poaching wars before, but with Conor McGregor publicly backing her, Dana White willing to throw bags of cash, and the PFL digging in their heels, this could turn into the nastiest fighter tug-of-war in years. This isn't just about Dakota Ditcheva anymore. This is UFC versus PFL in plain sight. We've seen poaching wars before, but with Conor McGregor publicly backing her, Dana White willing to throw bags of cash, and the PFL digging in their heels, this could turn into the nastiest fighter tug-of-war in years.